evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our virtual launch. Woo! Turn that down now. What we like for you to do, if you would please share and let somebody know that we are on. Text somebody, remind them that the Boyd Empire is on for their virtual launch. So all of us are here. James the Third, Joshua, Naomi, and our wonderful chief, Mr. Reverend James C. Boyd Jr. So we just here to have some fun tonight, along with our sister Aisha, who will be adding to the stream. So we're gonna let you hear some of our tracks, and then we're gonna bring Aisha on, and we're gonna get started. Hey there. So don't forget to share. Share the stream for us. Let somebody know that we're on. We can see some of you in the comments. Thank you for joining us. Text somebody, let them know that we're on. Let me say hello to some of you all who are coming in. Hey, there's my sister-in-law, Rochelle. Hey, our sister Tyra. My mom is on. Ladelphia Williams. My sister is here. Latrice, my other sister Angie, and my sister Janine is on. So you all share for us. Make sure you share. Let somebody know. Text somebody. Know that you're on. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We're going to have some fun. Answer a few questions. Make sure you say hi in the comments. Boyd Empire, our music family. You're going to be able to find out all about what we're doing, what we're representing as a family in music. Hey, Sharice. Hey. So you all please share the stream. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, Danielle. Thank you for the hearts. Share. Let somebody know that we're all. You're listening to some of the tracks that original tracks produced by Joshua Boyd. Yeah. So share the stream. Hey, mother. Our mother's on.
Hey, Ma.
Hey, Rhea. Hey, Jen. That's our lawyer. That's his wife, Jennifer Nolan. I hope is Brother Nolan on, Attorney Nolan on with us tonight. Say hi. So you're listening to some of the tracks that we made. What's produced? Curated. All of that kind of stuff. Josh. Hey, everybody. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Don't forget to share. Let somebody know. Thank you all for joining. Come on, we want to get a few more people up on here. Text your friends, your sister, your brothers, your aunties and uncles, and let them know we are on live for our virtual launch. Again, you're listening to some of the tracks, the original tracks that was made. Hey, Sheena. people on here. And we're going to get started. We have my dear sister, Aisha Marie, Chicago's very own recording artist with us tonight. Thank you, Doris. Thank you. Come on, let's get a few more people on. Share. As you can see, we're kind of comical. We're going to bring my sister on, Aisha Marie. We're going to introduce her. Yeah, we're going to bring Aisha on. Hey!
Hi guys, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you. How you doing, Aisha?
I'm doing well. How are you guys? Congrats are in order. Congrats to all of you on your launch. This is a huge deal.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. It's like unbelievable deal, right?
Yeah, this is incredible. It's always good when you're able to get your music out and present it to people. This is amazing. So I'm happy to be talking to you guys tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We are thankful for you coming on because we know that you are one of Chicago's very own recording artists.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
My pleasure. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all share this.
Yeah.
Keep sharing.
Keep sharing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started, as we get some more people to get on here and join.
Yeah, Chicago born and bred, South Side, my whole life.
All right.
I'm a PK. My father's pastor. My mom was a choir director, so I'm the product of two musical ministry parents.
All right.
And grew up in the church. I actually started. I started in the church in the choir, like most artists, most people. And I was my dad's church musician for a long time. So I played the organ and directed the choir and did a bunch of stuff. So that's my musical background. And then I started rapping when I was a teenager. And then I stopped it for a while. And I started back doing music at 19 and then kind of off and on. And then stopped again. And then at 24, picked it back up with rap and poetry and gospel. Like I just put out a gospel single, The Change. Go get that on all streaming platforms under God's Elect Music. So that was a project I had in the works for a long time. So I thank God I was able to put it out. And so, yeah, I'm also a new mommy. I'm going to be giving birth to my firstborn son. Thank you. Who is expected in May. So my husband and I are extremely grateful to God. And I'm just happy to be doing what I love. I think for so long I made excuses and I was afraid. And I just had a lot of reservations. But, God has given me everything I need pertaining to life and godliness. And that even extends to my gifts. So right now I just want to be faithful steward over what God has given me, my gifts and talents. So, yeah, I'm happy to be talking to you guys.
Oh, that's cool. You've been a long-time sister of mine, and I'm grateful for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to get started. We'll let you have the floor, and we'll sit back, relax, and flow with this and have some fun with this.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm looking forward to this conversation again because this is a launch, you guys. Make sure you guys share their content. Make sure you share this stream. These are homegrown, right? Artists in a family group, which is very unique and exciting. I wanted to ask you all and start by just kind of dive into, what's your kind of musical history as a family? Like, where did music just begin for you all as a family unit?
Well, we firstborn answer that.
As far as
Where did it all start?
far as I can remember, because I was birth of these two. For me, uh, watching my mom play the organ, watching my dad play drums.
Mm-hmm.
And, I used to be not the best kid in the world, sitting in the choir. Eventually, they had me sitting behind my dad behind the drums every service. Wasn't the best kid in the world. But, yeah, ever since then, I just really, really wanted to do what. Basically, it started with just me wanting to be like my dad and do whatever he does. And then eventually, he taught me how to play drums. Then he started incorporating me, like letting me play drums certain times, certain songs, and then I got to the point where he would like be able to just sit back and let me play the whole service. And then later came Joshua, started on the bass. Then Naomi, she started singing. But I guess I handed over to Joshua.
I mean, and then even from mom and dad, Boyd, I'd love to hear from you all. Where did your musical, start? Kind of, how did it happen? Where did it begin with music for you both?
Okay, well, with me, it started with my parent or with my dad. He sung in the quartet group at the church.
Mm-hmm.
My dad and all my uncles was in the quartet group. And then one of my uncles played bass. He also played drum. So that gave me the driving force to be a musician, a drummer. And from then on, they just sat back and just let me be the drummer. There I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played in a while, and but I can still play.
Yeah.
I met my lovely wife, and she was inspired to play the organ, and so she took charge. And now she's excellent at it.
Now, did you all meet in church? Is that where you all met? Mom
Yes.
and dad, Boyd?
Yes, we met in church.
Was it an instant connection, or was it like over time?
I would say it was an instant connection.
Uh-huh.
She was at one church, and I was at the other.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to her church to hear her choir sing, because I don't think we was in a group together. I think it was, and that's when I seen. I said, okay.
That's what he said. That's when I knew. That's when I knew.
Yeah.
I just knew. So, you guys, again, musical family, but as parents, when did you notice the gifting in your children, the musical interest and gifting in them? And how did you, cultivate that and just encourage them to pursue music just outside of, the local church setting? Because a lot of times, a lot of people get their start in the church, but how did you cultivate those gifts in your children when you notice, okay, they have, inclination towards music? How did you all cultivate those gifts with them?
Well, I think it was intentional because we were both musicians in the church. I've been in love with music all of my life, but when I think music was imparted in me, my ability or my interest to play or be involved in music happened at the Mount Carmel Church under Ricky Whitehead and Linda Bland. That's where all of that cultivation started. And then when I came to Paradise one Tuesday night, Mama Boyd was like, go on over there and play. I didn't even know C from D. But I went over there and played. And the rest is, kind of history. And so us being in church and our children, I believe it's kind of intentional. It's innate in them. They were born with it. It's always been in them. And whenever they asked for an instrument, we bought it. We never really had to buy toys. They always asked for $300, $400, $500 instrument. At 3, 4, 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but we kind of intentional and just along the way, watching, praying for them, um, pushing them at sometimes, pulling them back at sometimes. So that's just kind of how it happened for
Mhm.
them.
So I have a question for the siblings, for the boy siblings, for the children. How did you all, like, once you noticed kind of your interest in music, were you just instantly kind of confident in it? Did that take time? What kind of helped you build your confidence in your gift? Naomi, I want to hear from you just on that. What made you kind of become confident? Because you sing, and I definitely hear you singing on this record. You held down the background vocals on y'all new single. Thank you. Make sure y'all go get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Naomi, just tell me just about your journey just as a singer and becoming confident in that.
Well, when I was real little, I wasn't really conscious of singing and that I could sing, but I remember my cousin Ashley telling me like, you should come join the choir with us or whatever. And then I used to watch my mom sing in the choir too, so then it made me want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined the choir, and it was not what I thought it was going to be at all, because we had to sing, then sit down and just sit there for the rest of the service. So I would just fall asleep, and then they would have to wake me up again so I could stand up and sing in the choir. But I remember it was like for a youth service, they asked me to sing a song, and I was like, sing a song? What? Like, they wanted me to lead it, and I was like, that ain't for me. And I remember one of the youth leaders at the time, I think, Tisa, she had, encouraged me to do it, telling me that I'm not doing it just to be doing it. She was telling me why I was doing it. It's a glorification of God, and that is not for man, and she's not forcing me to do it. So it made me want to do it even more. So that was the first time I think I ever did a song.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up liking it, but I was still nervous about it. So it was just like I really didn't like singing or leading songs like that. So they would have to, kind of force me to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
For the boy brothers, what about you two? How did you kind of just become confident in your gifts and just playing instruments and arranging, producing music?
For me, I honestly I don't really remember. Well, I only remember one time I was nervous, but other than that, like, it was mostly just me getting excited to do it and
Mm-hmm.
me being able to, like, my dad actually let me play in the service, so like yeah. But like I remember it was like Men's Day, so it was like it was more the responsibility was more important, like, and then our for like those kind of services like Men's Day or Women's Day or like Youth Day and stuff like that, I wasn't playing. My dad had to like play everything, and there was one song that he had to sing, and then like put me on, like, kind of just put me on the spot where I had to just like, okay, go ahead and play. Like during the service, like I didn't even know I was gonna play the song, and I think we still got like videotape of it. And I don't know. Like I was nervous at first. I don't know what happened. Something clicked because I remember this one groove that like I learned from just watching you do it. And I started doing it, and I guess you saw that I could do it, so I just kept that one groove and do nothing else on the drum. But yeah, it worked out. So I guess it's me being excited. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And then for you, Mom Ladelphia, I had a question for you specifically. I've had the opportunity to hear you preach and sing and do music. You have this unique gifting as a preacher of the gospel, and then now you're a gospel artist. How do those work together, like in writing and expressing yourself through artistry? Because even in listening to the new song, I was like, oh, she's about to take it there. She's about to start hooping. She's about to start really preaching on this song. How does that come to, like, in your writing and in expressing yourself? Because you have that, you're a preacher and you're also a gospel artist. So how do those kind of work together through your artistry?
Well, I approach the songwriting the same way I would approach a sermon.
Mm-hmm.
I sit with it. I sit with God and I sit with the words. And that particular song I wrote came during the pandemic, and so I wrote the song. And after the words came, when I looked through some of my sermons or notes, I found some of the same words in there. So I think they both work side by side together, not separate. And my preaching is projected in songwriting. I don't think it's the other way around. Because first of all, I want to be inspired to write so somebody can have hope and be free. And
Hmm.
then I want to write, man, so you can enjoy it. And so just the same way I would enjoy preaching and somebody would enjoy getting the message, I want them to enjoy the song and get the message from there.
Yeah. And then for you all as a couple, right, as a married couple, I think it's very beautiful and super important to honor and uphold, biblical marriage and family. Family is an institution that God ordained for the good of humanity. It's a picture of Christ and his church and in the family of God. How do you all foster this amongst your family, just aside from music? So basically what I'm asking is, how do you maintain that oneness as a godly couple, and then kind of just invest in your children to be a godly example?
Well, my husband has this great example of what has kept us for 28 years, and the manifestation of what we follow is right before us. But again, it's something that we do intentionally. Um, we don't just let our relationship go, and then we don't just let them go. There's an intentionality of keeping and working. You have to work. It takes work daily to work at keeping the oneness between us as a couple, and then bringing the family along. And then it's also by example. But I'll let my husband give this illustration that he gives when we are with marriage couples counseling them, that has helped. It is a foundation that we have for these 28 years we've been married as a family.
Okay, now she will put me on the spot. Now, see, this diagram that I have, like I said, I wish I could draw. I could visualize it, I could really draw it. But it's one diagram is a group of circles, and in that very center circle is you, God, and your spouse. Then the next circle is you, God, your spouse, and your family, and so on and so on and so on. And you make agreement, you and your spouse make agreement with God. And when you make agreement with God, y'all become one. One man, one body, one spirit. And then from there, everything flourishes. But when you break that covenant with God, everything fails. It eats it up like cancer. And that's why I have proposed it or told it to people that's married. You gotta have that oneness with each other and that oneness with God itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I give another example, and I seen it on what's it? It was on Facebook. I ain't gonna never forget. It was on Facebook. The guy showed a picture of one person, but when he turned it, it was two people. Then when he turned it back, it became one person, which symbols unity amongst the couple, unity amongst family, unity amongst the family and God. Without them, you just individuals. But when you come together with God in it, you become one. One mind, one body, one spirit. So we've been keeping it for a long time, and we share that with all the married couples that we meet.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I want to get into this new single, y'all. We got to get into the new single, right?
Yeah.
It'll have you shouting for real. Okay. The music,
I would shout all day.
the musical arrangement is insane. It is ridiculously good. But let's talk about Thank You. So, Ladelphia, I'm assuming you wrote it, and then who did what? Who played? Who sang? Who arranged? Tell us, how did this song come together, and what made you decide to make this song the single?
Well, we have two songs, right? And so with this song, it just came. It's like, boom. Tell them about how it came, Josh. Tell them, Josh.
Oh, boom. Tell her I can't, Josh.
Yeah, I just want to know who is playing, who's singing, who arranged it, who's singing. Yeah.
My mom arranged it.
I arranged it and wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
I played piano, organ, and keyboards. James played drums, and then we sang
Background vocals. I woke him up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, let's not forget that part. Yeah, she did. I just went to sleep on top of that. And then she thought it was a great idea, which it was, to knock on my door and say, Josh, you got to get up because I got a song. And I looked at her like, that can wait till a couple of hours, I need some sleep. But she decided she wanted to not let me sleep, so we had to sit there and write that song.
Man, at 4 a.m., those wee hours of the morning songs, those be the best ones.
Yeah.
You can't sleep on it until you get it out. It happens. My husband and I are both artists, and sometimes it's like, man, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I had the inspiration. I had to get it out. I had to get it out. Just as a family unit, what challenges did you have stepping out as artists, and how did you overcome them? What did it really take to kind of get to this point as Boyd Empire and as a music family, like as artists now?
I think for myself, it was cool writing the song. It was cool being in the room with the sessions. But when it was time for us to come out with it, we all kind of withdrew back, like, what we gonna do with this?
Mm-hmm.
And so our initial thought was that we was just gonna pitch it to somebody and let them record it. But one day we was all here in the living room, and it was my children that said, well, Mom, you wrote the song, you sang the song, you arranged the song, so you the artist. And I was like, oh, yeah. And so they was like, well, you got to get the cover art. And so that's how that evolved. But we were trying to get it out, and my husband came in the room and was like, why y'all procrastinating? Why don't y'all just put it out? So we dealt with a lot of obstacles within ourselves, but because we are family, the way we are together as a family, we encouraged each other at the particular time that we needed to push the song out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to direct my next question though to the Boyd kids. So there's a lot of temptation, right, as young people, to take your gift. You could use it for the world. You could use it in any way you choose. How have you stayed, grounded in, just what your parents instilled in you? Stay grounded in Christ, and what keeps you, doing music in the Christian/gospel genre? Don't all answer at once.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
I don't know what to say. I can start with I was forced to go to church. So, that helped out a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you ask me back then, I did not like going to church at all.
Mm-hmm.
I used to not get up at all. My dad did come and wake me up multiple times. He still have to do that now, but it's like a different reason. I just stay up late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it. No,
Mm-hmm.
I really, God really had his hand on my life. So, and he showed himself in my life.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Naomi? James, how do y'all,
Well, same as him. They would, have us get up early in the morning to go to church, and I used to didn't like it, but then I started really loving going to church for some reason, So it was like, once I got in the choir and started actually singing, I used to be happy to go to church to sing in the choir or whatever. But yeah, like you said, there is a lot of temptation out there. And I'm glad that my parents kept me going to church, because if they had, it would have been a mess right there.
Because growing up in our household, you didn't have the option of going to church. I didn't have that option. Neither did my siblings. I have 2 younger siblings. Oh, you going to church?
Right. I didn't have an option to sit down in the audience either. So it's just like I had to do something. So it was just like I chose to sing in a choir. So yeah.
But would you say too, you can approach it too, just even though you guys are young, from the idea that God gives us gifts, right? With the expectation that we use them. And so with you guys growing up in a Christian family, in a Christian household, it's even more like imperative, like, you know what, we have these amazing gifts and we use them for the glory of God. Like that's who we use them for. And I think it's beautiful that your family, not only just going to church, but just honoring God, you know what I mean? With just like the focus and who you guys are singing about, that's who you're writing about. Even the style of music is rooted in that. You guys have been playing your music in the background throughout this conversation, and you're about to release even more music. What do you want people, just as a unit, what do you want people to see and hear and feel when it comes to your music and your sound? And then what message do you want to send to them?
Freedom.
Yeah, I think the bottom line, or if we had to write it down somewhere, it would be freedom. So many people in church and out the church are in bondage. So when you hear our music, whether it's a rap or hip hop, whatever, gospel, we want you to feel some freedom and have some hope, that you can live this life and actually really be happy.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that, and then honor God would say, "Thank you."
And man, I'm enjoying this conversation this time. I'm really looking forward for what's to come. My last question is just, besides the new single, "Thank You," you're promoting. What else are we? What else can we, as an audience, kind of look forward to? What are you releasing musically that people need to know about? And then let us know where to find the music, and then where to keep up with the journey.
So our next single that's coming out is titled "Free," a song that I wrote many years ago, and it kind of evolved into what you're going to hear. Because when we first wrote it, it was but it has kind of evolved into what you're going to hear when we release it, and it's simply about being free. And it'll be released. We're working on releasing it now. I guess this would be a good segue to everybody, to let everybody know. We're gonna be having T-shirts as a fundraiser to kind of raise some more funds, so we can get that song released within the next month or so. And if they want to purchase a T-shirt, they just contact us. We're going to put the information on Facebook, and they can find us online. Our website is BoydEmpireLLC.com. BoydEmpireLLC.com. And also, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You see the information on the screen? Yeah, there it is.
Now make sure y'all follow, like, and support. And subscribe.
Please.
Yep. And so make sure you share. Visit our Facebook. Visit our website, as information will be updated periodically. And also look for the information concerning the T-shirts that you can purchase for a nominal fee to help us raise funds as we continue to build, because we are in a building stage, and we have had people reach out to us, Asia. We've had people to reach out to us and say they want to work with us.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And so we're getting ready to possibly be working with a few other people. And this is our business. My sons say this is our label, Boyd Empire LLC Music and Entertainment.
Well, congrats again on this launch, on this music. I'm looking forward to the journey. I definitely downloaded the single when it came out, so I do have it in my phone. So make sure you guys support. And then, do you guys have a release date yet for the project? Are you just kind of doing singles yet? Are you not putting no date out there? We just gotta kind of wait for it, anticipate it.
Yeah, we want you to have great anticipation.
Okay.
Keep your ears on to the ground.
Yeah, well, we are working on several other songs, and possibly fall of this year, maybe winter, we'll come out with maybe an EP or so. So yeah, we're working hard together. The guys have tracks. If people want to work with us, you need a track. We have tracks available for you. You need producing, they produce. You need vocals, Naomi sing. Just contact us and let us know what you need, and we'll work with you the best way we can.
Well, y'all heard it, y'all, from the Boyd Empire. Make sure y'all follow, like, and support. That concludes my portion of this conversation. I'm looking forward to hearing more great music. Make sure y'all share this.
Yes, please.
Download, stream the new single.
Download,
Keep that support going. Artists cannot function without your support. And so we're grateful for everybody who supported them. I'm going to continue to support them. And thank y'all for having me today. I'm excited.
All right, yeah.
Thanks, Aisha.
Yeah.
All right, if you have any questions, we'll be on just for a few minutes. If you have any questions, you can type them in the comments, and we will definitely answer them for you. Have any questions? Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for the love that you're sharing with us. Make sure you share this and let somebody else know that we were on tonight. This is our official launch for our music company, Boyd Empire. And we have producing available. Whatever you need, we're willing to work with you. Just a little sit down with an attorney, of course. And we are ready to go and do the work. Again, if you have any questions, you want to ask us, we'll interact with you in the chat for a little while. Please don't forget to go. If you didn't play it today, go play Thank You. Play the song, then download it and purchase it on all music outlet and platforms. You can even go on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. I think that's title. I'm sorry. Oh, wherever you listen to music, you can go and download and listen to Thank You. It's very important. Love you too, Rochelle. Thanks, Dad. Thank you. It's very important that we get your support. The more support you give us, the more successful we can be.
Yes.
All right. So make sure you download Thank You, and do look out for our. She said, "Thank you for playing it every day." Angie said, "When will the next single be released?" We're working on it. We really want to try to get it out in the month of April. We're waiting to get a date. Again, we're having a fundraiser. You can contact us so you can buy one of these wonderful shirts. Ain't the shirts nice? Is the shirts nice? Let me know. Y'all like these shirts? Thanks, Renee. You like these shirts? You can purchase one of these shirts and help us raise some funds for our music company.
Yes.
Just contact us. The information will be posted. And you can purchase your very own Thank You shirt. Anybody thank you?
Yep, I'm thankful.
Anybody thanks? Put thank you in the comments if you're thankful. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Hey, Tisa. Hey, Renee. Thank you, Doris. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Any other questions in the chat? We're so grateful for you all hanging out with us tonight.
Yes.
Of course, because of the pandemic and all that's going on, we can't wait till we can get everybody in one room and just have a good old time celebrating what God has done for our family, what He's continuing to do. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's right. Put it in the comments. Thank you. Make sure you listen to it. Get up in the morning. Get you a good shout in before you start your day praising the Lord.
Before we end,
Mm-hmm.
we want to thank my brother for helping us setting up for this virtual lunch for the day. We thank him.
Yep. We're gonna take some time to thank a few people. We want to thank Derek Boyd.
Yes,
Yeah.
brother.
The technological king
The whole thing.
who helped us set all this up. Him and Josh, they put these all the technology you see. We want to thank. Actually, they do see the technology. They see us, right? You see that? You see our stuff? So we want to thank Derek. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. And our wonderful banner was made by Pastor Walter Williams.
Thank you.
And our decorations by Angela Whitson.
Yes,
Woo!
yes.
So we want to thank the seed that was sown by the Cleveland family. We want to thank everybody who's been sending us donations. Yes, sending us donations to make sure that we are successful. We want
And
to thank,
also thank our married couple for helping us out.
yeah, we have,
Brother, Sister Jones.
yeah. We got our niece, daughter Ashley here,
Yeah.
and even Jordan came.
Yeah.
y'all. So we thank everybody for all the help that you have given us. Thank our parents,
Yes.
Mother Boyd and Reverend Boyd, Pastor Boyd. We thank God for them and
Mom, Dad.
my mom and my father.
Yeah.
We're just grateful. We don't want to leave anybody out. We want to thank everybody for your support. Down through the years, we've given our service. We continue to give our service to the church, and we will continue to be faithful to the ministry that the Lord has called us to. But also, the Lord has blessed us to build this music ministry.
Yes.
Well, this music business, I'm sorry.
It's still a ministry. It's still a ministry. It's still ministry.
And so we're just excited. Thank you, Apostle Joseph Davis Sr. Thank you. Thank you. How can we sow in the business? You can Zelle Ladelphia Boyd. Oh, that's not on there. I'm sorry. You can Zelle Ladelphia Boyd at BoydEmpireLLC.com. Let me type it in for you. Zelle. Put your cash up. Or you can send a cash app to Cash App. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So you can send that straight to our business, Ladelphia Boyd at BoydEmpireLLC.com. Okay? And we thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. And we ready to work, y'all. Again, please download, play every day.
Yes.
Every single day. Thank you. I think we're going to play it. We're going to turn it on now. I think Facebook will let y'all hear it. We're going to play it now as we get ready and get off of here. Again, we thank you for your support. Thank you for all your donations. Share this stream. and we are excited.
Yes, we are.
Uh, Lord, we come to tell you we thank you for being so good and kind. Lord, we come to tell you we thank you for being a friend of mine. In all your ways, worthy to be exalted. Thank you for your grace and mercy. We will praise you. Lord, we come to tell you we thank you. For you always cause us to triumph. It's through the power of Jesus. Thank you, Father. You always bring us out. In all your ways, worthy to be exalted. Thank you. We will praise you, Lord. Lord, we come to tell you we thank you. For you always cause us to triumph. And it's through the power of Jesus. You always bring us out. In all your ways. Worthy to be exalted. Thank you. Thank you. We will praise you. It's because of the mercies of God. We are not consumed. Share it. Our response to tell the Lord thank you for all that he's done for us. Tell him thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You've been so good. You've been so kind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your unmerited favor. Thank you for your grace and mercy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're excellent. 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 In all your ways. You're excellent. 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 You're worthy to be praised. You're worthy to be exalted above the heavens and earth. There is nobody like you. Nobody like you. Nobody like you. Nobody like you. You're so worthy. You're worthy. You get the glory. All your worthy. Your grace, we will praise you. Come on. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. He's worthy. I thank you for joining us, Abby, but you can download the music on all music platforms wherever you listen to your music at. You can go on Apple Music, Spotify. You can go on YouTube also, and what's the other? Tidal. Wherever you listen to your music, Amazon Music, you can download it, purchase it on Amazon Music. Wherever you listen to your music at, you can get the song. Thank you so much for joining us, Abby. Come on, you have a few more seconds to praise the Lord. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna go on. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for us tonight. Show us some hearts. Give us some hearts and some likes and some love.
Yes, please.
For our first virtual launch for the Boyd Empire.
Woo!
Yeah. Make sure you share this stream. Share it. Let somebody know that we were on. And then also make sure you download and play Thank You. And call into your local radio station and ask them to play it, wherever you listen to music at. And we thank you for your support. Again, if you want to sow into us or give a donation, you can Zelle Philadelphia Boyd at BoydEmpireLLC.com. You can Cash App Evangelist Boyd, and you can also call us up because we'll come get it. All right. All right. All right. That's it. If anybody else have anything to say?
You said it all. Yeah, you did it all.
You want to say no?
Don't want to say something?
Thank you all. Thank you all for supporting us, and we love you all.
All right. Well, that's it for tonight. Look out for our next single. It's coming soon. And don't forget to purchase one of our t-shirts. Yeah, they're right there.
This one.
That one. All right. All right, we out, y'all.
Deuces.